So if you watched our video yesterday, we broke the meta by playing our fun Vladimir Crimson deck, the Dorian Gray deck, which is not at all popular right now, but worked surprisingly well. I don't know if we just got lucky or if we might actually have our hands on something here that can beat some of the popular meta decks at the moment, but we had a lot of success and got a lot of wins, both in a normal game as well as a few ranked games with our Crimson deck, which is, again, not popular at all. Had a lot of fun doing that. Today, we're going to do the opposite of fun. We are going to play the Control Ezreal deck because I want to play something that is, meta, good, something that has been proven to be a good deck to climb to Masters and whatnot. And Control decks in general are really strong now after both Shadow Isles and Elusive decks were hit by pretty big nerfs. I think none more so than the Ezreal deck, which... don't quote me on this, but I think this is the most popular deck in the game at the moment. As you can see, you only use 15 units and 25 spells in this deck with 3 champions, all 3 of them being Ezreal. The way it works is essentially you're trying to get Ezreal leveled up. In the early game, you're trying to use various different things like Ice Veil Archer, like Mystic Shot, like Thermogenic Beam, like Brittle Steel, stuff to target opponents' minions, prevent them from rushing you down if they're an aggro deck, and you want to get you want to target enemy units 8 times to level Ezreal up. Once he's leveled up, every time you cast a spell, he will deal 2 damage to the enemy nexus. What that means is you can use Thermogenic Beam, a 0-cost spell. You can use Brittle Steel, a 1-mana spell. You can use Chump Wump to get a bunch of Mushroom Clouds, which are all 1-mana spells, and essentially do like 10 direct damage to the enemy nexus just with Ezreal's passive. And that doesn't even mention there's Get Excited, which deals 3 direct damage to the enemy nexus if you want to use it for that. There's Mystic Shots, which will deal 2 direct damage to the enemy nexus, and also proc another 2 damage with Ezreal's passive. I mean, it's really annoying. You essentially one-shot kill your opponent with this fancy little control deck. So that's what we're going to be playing today because, again, gotta play it, gotta figure it out. It's popular right now. Even as much as I may hate it, I'm not a big control deck kind of guy. I gotta understand the meta. So that's what we're doing today. Let's go ahead and jump into game number 1. All right, so here we go. This is the perfect kind of deck to play Control Ezreal into. An Elise Darius aggro, early Spider, Dumbo nonsense deck. So we are going to keep that hand because that's essentially what we want to have for our starting hand anyway. Oh, that's really kind of the ideal setup for us. So we will take it. Let's go. All right, so this guy's going to be going aggro. He's going to be trying to get his spiders out and everything, and we are going to start frostbiting his stuff. We don't want to frostbite the 1/1, but it shouldn't be too tough for us to set this up exactly how we want it. All right, here, I'm going to pass. All right, fair enough. You got that. Nice, spooky stuff. Okay, that's annoying, but we can deal with it. Start off by doing... We can't do both. We should do this first. Yeah. Because we can do this when he's attacking. That's one thing that's kind of annoying about control decks that I'm not used to at all, if I'm being honest, is I am a... I'm a player when it comes to card games that I don't have a lot of patience. That's the biggest flaw that I have as an individual playing these games. That's an individual. That's the biggest flaw I have when it comes to Legends of Runeterra and stuff like Hearthstone as well. I don't have a lot of patience. So, when I'm playing some sort of aggro deck like in Hearthstone, something like Face Hunter or a Shadow Isles aggro deck or Elusive aggro deck here in this kind of game, I can do very well. Because it feels like, hey, I know everything I need to be doing. I know it's obvious and clear what I should be doing on turn 1. I only have Inspiring Mentor turn 1 that I can play, so it's obvious to play that. Or I only have this 2-drop on turn 2 with 2 mana, so it's easy and obvious I should be playing that. But when it comes to control decks and you have multiple cards, you have multiple options for what you can be doing on any given turn, that's when I slip up and make a lot of mistakes. So you guys are going to be seeing a lot of mistakes in this video, I'm sure, and I would bet my life you're going to point them all out to me in the comments down below. However, I think we can hopefully learn, take the opportunity to figure out everything that we need to know. And we'll do this here. We can take the opportunity to learn and, hopefully improve as a player. What's that? Okay, that doesn't matter. It kind of matters. I don't want to Mystic Shot it, though. Yeah. And so far, this game is actually going pretty well. So he'll attack, and then I'm going to block that with that, and then I'm going to use Mystic Shot. I could be saving the Mystic Shot, but I feel like it's worth it. It's also getting Ezreal up to 6-8. And we're getting pretty close to being able to use Progress Day. We could have used it this next turn if I didn't use that, but I want to keep my health high. That's important for me, I think. And if I remember correctly, I don't think this deck has a lot of removal stuff for elusives, so I'm tempted to just play Ezreal. This might be a mistake, but it's a mistake I'm going to make. I'm tempted to play Ezreal here because if he can't kill him, which he shouldn't be able to, I don't think his deck has removal spells. If I just attack, I can start getting free Mystic Shots to use. Ooh, that's not good. Do we do that on him? May as well. May as well. All right, well, we do have a lot to deal with Darius. We can Frostbite him with this. We can Frostbite him with that. We can Frostbite him with that. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to use Harsh Winds here. This will also level Ezreal up, won't it? Yes, perfect. Okay, this is going exactly how we need it to, honestly. For some reason, I want to block that, but it's dumb. There's no reason for me to block that. No reason for me to block any of this. It's only 1 damage, and it doesn't really matter. Okay. This is about to be beautiful. This is about to be beautiful. So this is where the control Ezreal beautiful, garbage, awful, beautiful deck comes into play. We play the Chump Wump. We get 2 1-cost burst spells that we can use immediately. And he hasn't killed Ezreal yet. He shouldn't have anything he can do to deal with it. And then I kind of want to just Mystic Shot face because I drew another Harsh Winds. It's kind of easy for me to deal with his... I want to do this to make sure I don't waste a mana. No, let's not do that yet, though. Let's attack with him. What's he going to do? He has to block him with someone. I'm getting even closer to winning the game. Yeah, he'll block him with that. That's fine. That's annoying, but that's kind of nice because it prevents him from, well... Actually, let's do that. May as well. I hate to use it on essentially a 1-1 that's just going to turn into a 1-1 anyway, but that's how we can get rid of that 1 mana to fill up our spell mana, keep our Chump Wump alive. It also gets rid of his, what is that, a 3-cost card? Might. Kill him, keep him alive. Perfect. God, this deck is so annoying. It's nice being able to play it into an aggro deck, though. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. You got me there, dude. So that's where things can be sucky. We'll see what he does this next turn. I think no matter what, I'm going to be Harsh Windsing. And I'm not going to have an opportunity to Progress Day. Progress Day is like one of the best cards in the game if you can get it with a nice setup. But I feel like I'm not... Maybe it was a mistake to not use it earlier. Maybe there have been a few opportunities I could have been using it. What's it going to do? That's interesting. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. Wish I had Ezreal out, so that was 2 damage to face. But this is good. You know, this kills the Darius. Oh, well, it still kills the Darius. That gives him the level up, and the level up goes through the frostbite. Doesn't it? What do you got? Do you have something else? If you do have something else, then I'll use a... We'll do that. Was that right? That might have not been right. Maybe I should use Mystic Shot. Or I should probably save the Mystic Shot for the Ezreal, right? Alright. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. So that does get us down to 10. That does level Darius up, and I assume, yeah, he gets 4 damage, so he can kill the Chump Wump. But he doesn't deal any additional damage to the Nexus, and we do set up pretty nicely there. We won't play anything, so we can progress stay here, especially if we don't draw Ezreal. But we do draw Ezreal. How beautiful was that? Okay, now we'll progress day, and we'll have 2 mana left over at least to do a Mystic Shot. Ooh, I should probably do this guy. We'll do this guy just to one of the 1/1s because that will let us get another guy out to block next turn if we have to. Maybe we should have done him. Not really. He's probably better. Okay. A little annoying, but not the end of the world. This is where things get a little bit tricky. I mean, this is coming down to the wire here. Because he has a lot of damage. He has nothing in his hand. He has nothing. He can top deck something, but he does not have anything in hand right now. So we have to do this. That leaves us with 2 health. I think I should probably... Oh, this sucks. Did he top deck something that can kill Ezreal? If he top deck something, if he top deck the give two minions plus 2 attack, then he wins the game anyway. So it doesn't matter if he kills Ezreal with it. Did I have lethal there? I didn't miss lethal, did I? I could have dealt 4 extra damage to Nexus. I missed lethal. What? Hello? Why is that not working?
I know you're thinking and stuff, but could you maybe speed things up a little?
My brain is not working right here. There we go. What just happened there? Am I losing my mind?
Firing.
Okay. Anyway, I don't know what that was, but I'm just had a mini stroke, and that should be game. So even though he tried to rush us down. Oh, that would have been beautiful if he died from the mushroom. Well, progress day, that's a burst spell, and he is dead. Good game. Well played. All right, there you go. You can kind of see how the Control Ezreal deck is supposed to work. That worked out pretty well, but it might not work out well every game because, you know, Control decks, they do wonders when you're playing against an aggro deck, but when you're playing against something that's not an aggro deck, when you're playing against another Control deck and both people are just passing over and over and over, not dropping minions because they want to get to late game, that's when it can get kind of crazy because you have a lot more a lot more choices every turn because you have more mana and your opponent doesn't have minions out, so more room for error, I guess, is the best way to put it. But let's see if we can maybe get a few more wins, maybe get ourselves up to Diamond 3. All right, interesting. We're playing against a Yasuo Katarina deck. I was running a lot of stun decks when I was in alpha, but it felt like stun decks weren't very good for a while. But I think Yasuo got a buff or something, didn't he? Yeah, he only has to stun 5 units before his level up. That's not a huge buff, but it is still a buff. I don't know. That might be good. Either way, I'm not too sure what to mulligan here. I guess I'll mulligan that just because it's 6 mana and we could probably draw it. There we go. Getting Thermogenic Beam early on is really useful. All right, we have to be careful of Deny. Deny is the worst, but I'm sure we'll still make everything work. This is a pretty solid start for us. Pretty solid set of draws. What's he have? That's kind of annoying. Don't really care, but I guess I'll go ahead and play this dude now. Play this dude and attack. That'll be 3 free damage to his Nexus, which it shouldn't be easy for him to get rid of, or it shouldn't be easy for him to heal up or anything. I think he's a pretty aggro tempo style deck. And I could use this, but I'm just gonna chill. We're gonna chill. We're just gonna chill. Oh, perfect. See, that's what you get when you chill. You get blessed. Get blessed by the RNG gods. Now, what is he going to play? That is the question. We have a really nice setup to play into his deck, actually, because he has a lot of quick attack things. You know, the 1/3 that has quick attack, the Fey Bladey. That's kind of annoying and easy to deal with. He also has Katarina, of course, who has quick attack, and Yasuo himself, who has quick attack. So dealing with all his characters that have quick attack by frostbiting them and then setting up to just kill them on the battlefield is going to be really, really satisfying. Okay, dude. Typical Yasuo players, am I right? All right, that's a free win, I guess, and that gets us up to 100 LP, right? Or does that get us up to Diamond 3 now? Hey, that gets us all the way up to Diamond 3. Thank you, Mr. Yasuo. All right, let's go ahead and play again. Here we go. This might be a mid-range deck or it might be a control deck. Hecarim and Heimerdinger against an Ezreal control. This will be interesting, and, you know, I kind of like having a Yasuo who just ints, but this might be better. All right, so should we keep one of these Ezreals? That is the question. I think the answer is yes, I will keep one of them. But I'll get rid of everything else so we can start getting some board clear in case he goes aggro early on, but we'll see what he does. Getting the Mystic shots early is kind of nice because it is cool to have a free 2 damage. 2 damage for 2 mana is, I mean, that's so beautiful. It's a nice setup that allows you to get the early board clear and target your opponent's minions, of course. However, I kind of prefer drawing them later because, you know, later on you have the opportunity to use, really? Later on you have the opportunity to use them in conjunction with the leveled up Ezreal that gives a free 4 damage to Nexus. Free 4 damage to Nexus per thingy, too. Okay, but what do you have, sir? All right. Don't really care about that. Do we want to Mystic Shot that guy? I kind of want to. That sucks. Using a Mystic Shot on a 1/1. But getting the 4 damage onto his Nexus is like using the Mystic Shot with the leveled up Ezreal. And it could force him into playing another minion that we can then use some of these other spells on. This is like the most difficult matchup, or this is the most difficult kind of card game to play, in my opinion, at the very least. When you're playing control versus control, because there's so much to do. There's so much, you know, so many different options you can make every single turn, and so much of it that can just go wrong. Ooh, but that is interesting. You know what? I'm going to play an Ezreal. He probably has stuff that he can use to get rid of it, but if he does, then we may as well play one of them. You know? If he has stuff that he can use to get rid of Ezreal, may as well play one of them. He'll use it on that, and then we'll be better prepared for when he does the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That blows. Let's just attack. We cannot use Progress Day right now. Okay, so he has to do something. Maybe he doesn't. Dude, what is this guy doing? There we go. Okay, finally we can start using some stuff. Then on next turn, we'll probably Progress Day. That feels so good, dude. Oh my god, that feels so good. He shouldn't have anything that can save him. He can cast spells right now with his 4 mana. Okay, yeah, he can do that. That'll give him a turret, I think. That kind of sucks that we give him the card draw. Oh, that also double sucks because it doesn't start the... It doesn't do the Ezreal stack for targeting. I wonder if Heimer control decks might... This might be a good counter to Ezreal decks. We might lose this game. I know in yesterday's video, we just kind of won every single game that we played. Ooh. We just kind of won every single game that we played yesterday, and there was actually one game I didn't show you guys that we ended up losing, but it was just like a bad luck kind of game where there wasn't much to learn from it, in my opinion, which is why I didn't end up showing it. But yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't care. Yeah, I'm not gonna just show only wins when I make these sorts of videos. I'm gonna try and be honest with you guys and show the wins and losses, and you know, only cut out stuff that's like almost not relevant in a way to whatever it is I'm trying to show. So if we lose this, I'm going to be honest about it and show you guys the loss. I kind of want to use that. I kind of really want to use that, but I kind of want to save that for him. Let's not use it yet. We have a lot of frostbites that we probably want to be using. Just to get more Ezreal knockups. And I kind of want to use this here too. I think I will. I got to start getting things out of my hand so I can use Progress Day. Which I will probably just use Progress Day this next turn. Interesting draw. That's a really interesting draw. Okay, that's also more interesting draws. It's interesting because we might be able to get Ezreal with this. Okay. Okay. Oof. Okay, okay. So we'll do this. And then we'll do this. That'll draw us a card, and I don't think there's anything else I really want to do. I probably want to use that to finish him off. Or if he drops down another Heimerdinger. Maybe I should save these for Heimerdinger. Okay. He's being smart here. You know, this is the kind of thing he should be doing, is preventing me from getting the Ezreal level up, but I'm still going to be getting the Ez level up here. He's also getting a lot of draw, which is important for him, being a control deck himself. And that is not the kind of draw I wanted. Oh, boy. I guess I'll use this on him. May as well. We have a lot of options for dealing with Heimerdinger if he ever drops him again. We have another Thermogenic Beam. We have a Get Excited, which is... I mean, those are both beautiful, perfect opportunities, options. Draw Ezreal now. Draw Ezreal now. Oh, beautiful. Okay, do we place him and try and just straight up win? I mean, we can maybe try. I don't think there's any burst spells in this game that he can use to kill Ezreal here. So even if he uses a spell that will kill him, I can still use a lot of my burst spells or my own fast spells that will go off first. I have to make sure that I am smart about calculating how much damage it ends up dealing to his Nexus, though, because I don't want to end up missing a lethal. He has maxed mana. He has 13 mana. And he also has, 8 cards in his hand. So it's very possible he can kill this Ezreal. Okay, but if he does something like that, we can start off. At least start off here by doing this. So that takes him down to 12. We can get 5 more damage directly on his Nexus by using this. I don't know if that's smart, though, or if that's worth it. I'm going to wait, because, again, if he has another spell he can play, I can still play this. What do you got, buddy? Okay, he does... Oh, that really sucks. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. We can get him down to 11. I'm probably playing this wrong. I should be saving Ezreal for when I have even better spells. I should not have played Ezreal until I played Progress Day, I think. Ah, that sucks. What do we get rid of? I think we get rid of him and deal direct damage to the Nexus. Ugh. Control decks are hard, but that makes it fun. There's definitely going to be a lot of mistakes, I'm sure, that you guys see. I want to, you know, just as a player, I want to spend more time learning control decks and getting better at this kind of thing. And, you know, as you can tell, I'm not very good at it myself at the moment. But I want to, you know, I want to put the hours in to improve and become a better player in this regard. And I feel like may as well put it out on YouTube. Maybe you guys can learn something from it. Okay, so here we go. This is a good progress day because we were running out of cards. Now, we will pass. Because he's going to attack, and I'm going to want to frostbite that guy. Right? No, that was dumb. I should have used him to frostbite because I could save the spell for an Ezreal. See, that's what I'm talking about. Mistakes all over the place. Do I want to not frostbite and just trust that he can't kill my Nexus? Let's do it. Let's do it. We're making enough mistakes. What's one more? What's another mistake in this sea of awfulness? Let's just pass because there's a chance we can draw Ezreal immediately right now, and then we could use that as a burst spell with him to combo to potentially win. We do not draw him, so now let's use this to try and draw him. Do we only have one Ezreal left in our deck, or do we have 2? Oh, we don't have any Ezreals left in our deck. We killed all of them off. Oh, no. Okay, we're in trouble now, boys. I don't know how you can win a game without Ezreal here. He still has 2 Heimerdingers? Because he summoned one of them with a minion. Oh, we're in trouble. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. All right. Here we go. This is actually kind of interesting. Let's do this. We might be able to kill these guys, and there's not many minions that we have. Ah, shoot. We have to keep everything alive. This is so bad. This is not going to work at all. It's like he's so close to death, 11 health, but he's still so far away. I think we lose. Well, this is a good lesson for us. Be more careful with Ezreal. There was no need. There was no crazy, you know, I was playing all aggro as if there was some sort of need to get Ezreal out quickly, to start using him and you know, poking down the enemy Nexus, where that's not how you're supposed to play this deck. You are very clearly supposed to play this deck in a sort of, you know, 1 kill, 1 turn kill, OTK play style. This game was a mistake, but we learned our lesson. Let's try and play another game here and see if we can play this deck right. All right, here we go. Last time we played against this deck, the player ended up quitting. This should be, fingers crossed, an easier match for us. That's not quite as complicated as some of the other ones we've been playing. I'm going to get rid of the get excited here, even though, well, maybe I shouldn't. I guess I'll just do this. I kind of want to keep the get excited. There's only one get excited in this deck, but it's so, I mean, it's the perfect thing to deal with Yasuo. Just keeping this to deal with Yasuo, and then if I can get a chump wump out, you know, who gives +1 plus, or 2 1/1s, or 2 1-mana spells in hand that, you know, they're easy kind of to get rid of, not super important or anything. All right, we'll pass there. 3 Rimfang Wolves, that's pretty nice. And then hopefully we can draw Ezreal with that. Oh, draw a champion. We will draw Ezreal with that. Duh. This entire time, I thought this was draw a minion, like draw a thingy. I didn't realize it was draw a champion. Oops. Okay, that's fine. Don't really care. And, okay, there we go. That's the only thing that's a little bit worrisome. If you go for this deck, if you go for this sort of play style and you end up getting stuck in a situation where you have like a lot of the 3-drop and 2-drop minions, you know, the Rimfang Wolves and the guy that frostbites an enemy and the guy that deals 1 damage to an enemy. I mean, they're nice to get out early, don't get me wrong, but they are also kind of almost annoying. You know, like not being able to, like, what you really want with the deck is getting the static shock, getting the get excited, getting the mystic shots and all those things that just make it so easy for you to... Ooh. Oh, what do we do? Do we pass? Ugh. No, he can't. We won't do anything here. We'll play this and then attack. Okay, that's fine. Don't really mind. We attack. We don't want him blocking. We'll kill him next turn with Harsh Winds. Especially if there's anything else he puts out to attack. We can kill both of them. This also fills our spell mana, which is perfect. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, shoot. I kind of wish I went after him. Okay, we can't use this right here because he could have deny, and he had 3 mana that he could use to pop it. We'll see what this dude does here. Is he attacking with Yasuo? No. The answer to that is no. So I think what I'm going to do is this. That's probably a pretty good setup. We still have a taunt to just taunt the Yasuo next turn. We kill the big scary 5/4. Now let's see what he does. Is that all? Oh, I kind of want to kill the Yasuo, but I can't trust that he doesn't have deny. Okay, we can kill him now. There's no way he can save Yasuo. Unless he does that. I really want to kill him. And we can save this by killing him right here. So we can do this, and then if he denies, we can do this. He has to have 2 denies. Ooh. He doesn't. That means he doesn't have deny. Let's do it on his. No, no, no. That's actually a mistake. Don't do that. Don't do that. Thank God that's not burst. We'll do that to make sure that we're leveling up the Ezreal. Ooh, perfect. And we get the kill. So he can stun here, but that does not kill this guy, which is big. Very nice. And do I want to? I kind of want to use this, but I kind of don't. I want to use it because it sets up nicely for Mystic Shot next turn. And it's also, you know, that plus Mystic Shot is enough to level up Ezreal. But this is a very nice spell to use when you're at 0 mana Or when you're at like 0 mana at the end of a turn, you can use this and it will proc an Ezreal who's leveled. Okay, yeah, we'll just pass here because we can use Static Shock next turn. Ooh. Oh, yes. Let's do this first. Oh, we can't do both. Whatever. Kind of sucks. All right, who do we want to stun? That's the question. Or Frostbite, rather. Probably that guy, because he could do a stun thingy. Sets up for that. Now we don't actually have to use this. We could use this. But again, we might probably want to save that. I don't think I really care, do I? Oh, we do care because that puts it at a 9-3. How do we want to do this? Do we want to do these two? I think we do. It sucks to like use all this mana and whatnot. We don't, or all these spells when we already have Ezreal leveled up. We have a way to get him out, get him on the board. And yeah, we're not able to. Oh God, do we? Just do it. Let's get our Ezreal. So he's leveled up. The question is, do we just drop him? Do we do the chump one first? We should probably do the chump one first. Ooh. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 damage to the Nexus. $10. I don't think we play him. No, we can. He doesn't have anything that he can use. But wait, do we have the mana? We have this plus this. No, we don't have the mana. We have to do this first. This is so beautiful because it's our attack token and everything. And this is a burst spell, so we can't stop it. Hello, Mr. 1313. Never mind, I'm an idiot. Oops. So I'm the dumbest boy in school who thought this was the 3 mana thing instead of the 1 mana thing. I guess I probably should do this. I mean, makes sense, right? Oh, God. I guess I don't have to. Yeah, but what's the harm? I don't want to attack with everything because I don't want him to actually be able to hit face with this dude. Okay, we'll see what he does next turn. It's going to be interesting. I'm worried about him drawing another Yasuo. God, this looks so good, but it's actually not. And that's the most frustrating thing in the world. Do I just use this to kill him? All of my mana banking that he doesn't have a deny. I don't think we do. We gotta put Ezreal out. We can block this dude. He's fearsome, but we have a lot of things that can still block it. That would be so dumb to use the beam. That would be so dumb. He's thinking. He's thinking very hard. What you wanna do? Okay, that's a little frustrating, but he doesn't have a whatever. We do have to play him now, though, don't we? That might have been wrong.
Face your fate. Cold isn't the only danger.
So this is fine. This is fine. Who cares? Who cares? Okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness. He needed to, like, win that turn by putting Overwhelm or something on his 13 guy. Because now we can put Ezreal out and start doing our stuff. That should hopefully win the game. Essentially. All right. So first things first, let's use some puff caps. Then we want to finish him off too, just in case he draws Yasuo. And we can afford to do this, and then that. It's also really nice that this next turn is our attack turn. I don't want to attack right away. I want to see if I can win the game without attacking, because he has an ability that's like stun an attacking unit. Well, that doesn't really matter, I guess. If he stuns Ezreal, that as long as Yasuo's not on the board, he can't kill him by doing that, and I assume Ezreal's active still goes off. But it doesn't matter because that's the game. Frostbite him. Mystic Shot him. And he hopefully doesn't have anything that can stop it. Don't have denies one of your 2 cards. He does not. Good game. Well played. Oh, finally getting another win. Breaking that little loss streak. Good game. That was kind of frustrating, and you guys could tell. I don't know how much I'm going to include. You obviously know because you just watched the video. I don't know how I'm going to show all of those games. I don't want to actually show all of them in their entirety. But you can tell, like, this deck is a really hit or miss kind of thing. You can really mess it up or get screwed if you're playing in a mirror matchup. You can really mess it up or get screwed if you're just playing in a control versus control matchup where there's a lot of options and a lot of opportunities for you to mess up, as I'm sure you guys are going to point out all the times I messed up in the comments down below. But if you do figure it out, I know a lot of people are using this deck to get up to Masters, which is why I named it Masters Ez. And yeah, I hope you guys learned something. Deck code, of course, is in the description down below if you want to try it yourself. Anyway, though, I hope you guys all enjoyed watching today's video. I will see you in tomorrow's, but until then, thank you very much for watching. Good luck in Ranked, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.